There is no way that I would be where I am in life and in my business without my amazing team. And I am so excited today because in this episode of The Written Compass, my team, Cindy Urbanski, Melissa Graham, and Taylor Edwards, are joining me live and in person to talk all about what it is like to work as a team, how we work with our clients, and just what makes us amazing. I'm so excited you're here. Let's get started. Hello. Welcome everyone to another episode of The Written Compass. Shayna here, and I am joined by a big crew today. I have brought my team onto the podcast today. Say hello, team.
Hello.
And I'm excited to introduce you all to them. You've met them in some capacity if you've read our collaborative books or listened to other episodes on the podcast. They have all been a part of the journey with me with The Written Compass and Synergy Publishing Group. But this is the official Meet the Team episode. So I'm super excited for them to be here and for you all listening just to get to know us a little bit better and how we work and how we all came together and all of that kind of stuff. So first, I want each of them to introduce themselves and kind of just talk about who they are on the team and then anything else outside of Synergy stuff that you want to share. Cindy, I'm going to start with you.
Hi, my name is Cindy Urbanski. I am the lead writing coach for Synergy Publishing Group.
Yay, Melissa.
I'm Melissa. I think my official title is Publication Goddess.
Yes.
But I handle design issues.
Melissa makes all of our stuff pretty and insides pretty. And Taylor.
And my name is Taylor Edwards. I am the virtual assistant for the team.
So my version of what everyone does is Cindy keeps all of the words going and flowing and is our key boots on the ground with each of our writers and authors to make sure the words come out. I kind of say I hold space for the books and the ideas and the offers and the direction in many ways. And then all of these beautiful people help us make sure that happens and implements it in the world. And Cindy makes sure that all of our writers feel fully supported from idea all the way to holding their book in their hand. And Melissa does this wonderful, magical job of not only contributing her words to our projects as well, but she really helps us birth the books for our clients and our collaborative Unveiling the Secrets book series, and does the most integrated, embodied designing process that I've ever seen to help our covers match our insides, match our words and the intent for the book, and match the authors and all of that kind of stuff. And it just amazes me. And then Taylor makes sure that all of that can keep going. And she is our behind the scenes person, guru. She helps us make technology work. She keeps our websites running. She helps us with social media posts, just all kinds of amazing stuff. Like Taylor helps us hold and glue it all together on the back end with our systems and everything. And so collectively, we are Synergy Publishing Group team. We also have some other people that we work with. Our amazing editor, Dr. Kamisha Swanson, is also a part of our team. And we actually intentionally don't keep her super connected to our authors so that when she gets the books to go through them, she is literally coming to them with super, super fresh eyes. We have all, particularly Cindy and I, have looked at things over and over, particularly Cindy, and again and again and again. The authors have looked at it again and again and again. So we love having her as kind of this really outside reader type of person to give us that final copy editing and proofreading. So I wanted to kind of start with, and you can decide who starts first, but what do you feel like it is like? What would you like people to know when they come and start to interact with Team Synergy? What do you feel like it's like to work with us? Yeah, Cindy.
I think it's like a big group hug. So we hold space for people's stories and people's words, and we together in this group make it a really safe space that is deeply connected with the individual writer that is within every person we encounter. So I think that distinguishes our group from some other groups, is that deep connection and that hug. Like, when you're our people, and we're going to get our hands all in there and support you in any way that you need.
Yeah, I love that. I think one of the things that's really unique about the way we work is it's very customized. So, yes, we know what it's like to take a book from idea all the way through to publish. We've done it numerous times now. And yes, there are steps and processes and all of that. And we really work to make everything personalized. So we're not churning someone through some system that is the same from one person to the next. Everybody really has a collective but aligned and unique to them experience. This is what worked for me with my, getting my words down, or this is how I chose to approach working with Melissa, the cover, and the interior. This is, it just all feels very personalized and customized, which I think is really a testament to our team and how we work. Yeah. Anybody else? Melissa?
I would say one of the things that stands out to me is you, Shana and Cindy, and the extensive backgrounds that you have in creative writing with the National Writing Project and PhD level studies in writing. A lot of other publishing groups, they're coming from the publishing route, or they're coming from some other industry avenue, but you're coming through the academic study of creative writing, which I think sets you apart from a lot of other people.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Like, we approach everything as a writer, like as a human, not
right.
the I don't know what the word is, but the production-y.
Yeah, it's not the publishing side. It's not from the magazine industry or the book industry. It's from the writing industry, which is different to me.
Yeah, we need to remind ourselves of that.
That feels really yummy when you say that, and true. So thank you, Melissa. And what was cracking me up when you said what distinguishes us is Shana and Cindy, I was thinking what distinguishes us is Melissa and the way she works with covers and interiors. So I would love it if you would talk a little bit about how you work with individuals and their cover dreams.
Well, first I want to know about their story, and then I want to know who they're talking to. And then I want to make sure the cover reflects that it's going to both speak to their intended audience and draw them in, but then also authentically represent who they are and what they're trying to say, so that everyone's expectations are met. Does that answer the question?
It does answer the question, and I will add, you do this amazing mind reading thing, at least for me. When you have designed covers for me, I can just speak to being a part of this process, like things that I didn't even know were important to me. You picked up on and put in my cover, and it was really important to me. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sometimes that works better than other times. That is what I try to do every single time.
Yeah.
That's the idea, is to take in what the author wants and then return something that is what they want, and then things they didn't know they could dream about.
Yeah, I think it's really something else that's powerful about our team and that I love is that we each, at least from my perspective, are not afraid to have our expertise or bring our experience and our knowledge to the table and offer that insight and help, support the writer's ideas as well, all at the same time, right? Like this, it's really this partnership. Yeah, Taylor.
Yeah, I think it's just a beautiful partnership between expertise and then intuitiveness. That's really where I see those two worlds colliding, especially when you talked about the covers, Melissa. Like we have this great background, and the scholarliness behind it, but then leaning into the intuitiveness is what really sets us apart, I think, in my opinion.
I agree. And even as you are supporting us with, for instance, if you go to anything on our website, if I ever share a link to anything, know that Taylor has touched that in some way, shape, or form. And I do think that is something that's all in common with us is we do trust that we have this inner wisdom, and we want to support other people in trusting that in themselves as well, which is really the embodied writing piece. So we have that permeating, which is so cool through everything that you do. And I think that touches on maybe, Melissa, what you were talking about is like, we're not coming at it from an industry perspective, which I think is why like we're so honored to work with the people we get to honor. And like, it's always, I don't know what you guys, I know we've each had our individual experiences with our authors and collectively as well at retreats or in-person events or, on a Zoom call. But as different and diverse as a lot of the backgrounds of the people who come to us, the one thing is they do have that, I know there's just something inside of me. There's just this piece, these things that need to come forward. And I trust that and feel that wholeheartedly. And then the noise of how that's supposed to look and what a book, what book writing means and what publishing means. It's like we focus in on that intuitive piece, like you're talking about, Taylor. Yeah.
I would say the difference maker is we don't believe in the word should.
Mm-hmm.
It should do this. You should do this. If you're going to write a book, you should. If you're going to publish a book, you should. We're like, what's this crazy thing we can do? And then we tell Taylor, we want to do this crazy thing. And she makes it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. We believe each other. Like we believe the idea. And I think Melissa has to deal with this most because there are some conventions, of course, in things so that a book is legible and readable and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and the people will accept it that we're trying to publish through on KDP and Ingram and whatnot. And we're also very open to, where's the both and in all of that? Can we do this? What's possible here? And I think just to speak frankly, we're going through this right now with a client supporting publishing. We're exploring a new platform to publish on, and we're having all sorts of fun exploring that. But yeah, like even just talking about that, like how as a team we work together when we maybe are trying something new or haven't done before. I'm curious what that's like or feels like for y'all.
I think it feels like lots of really smart people figuring out, solving a problem, just problem solving and finding a way to make our client's dream come true. So this client really wants a spiral bound something. And we're trying to make that happen. It's not as easy as it sounds. It's not as easy as we thought it was going to be. And yet nobody's like, well, we just can't do this. Everybody's like, oh, we can do this. There is a way. How about this? How about that? How about this other thing? And everybody is in the channel contributing fantastic ideas and just trying stuff out. And nobody is afraid to just try stuff out.
Yeah. And I love to, like, whenever I interject and y'all have already handled something, y'all are so gracious to me of like, yeah, lady, we've already done that, or we know what we're doing over here. And I'm like, okay, let me just shut up then. Like, even if we don't know the thing that's going on, whatever we're working on, or that's not our area on the team of expertise, we're supporting the others. Like, keep going. Let me know if you need anything. How can I support you? Or we got this. Please go away. Whatever it may be. I love that about our work as well. What do you think? I'm curious. What are some things that you love most about like our offers and just the work that's being, the books and things that are coming out and have been put out and are getting ready to come out and all of that kind of stuff. What do you love the most?
I mean, the retreats stand out as something that's magical. When you get that group of people, a group of creative people in a house for a few days, and their energies start to sync up and amplify each other, and it's a cool thing to be around.
It really is. There's almost like a vibration that kind of suddenly starts buzzing and connecting. And I always have the moment during retreats of like, I don't think I need to do anything else because it's just everyone's energies have just come together and everybody's found their pathway and they're supporting each other and they're coming to me or Cindy or Melissa, as they need to. And it's just this hum that just kind of constantly goes. Yeah.
And I'll say also, our retreats are very different from any sort of retreat. And I've been retreating for 30 years. Any sort of retreat I've ever been on before, because I don't come back drained.
You don't need a retreat from the retreat.
Right. I don't return drained. I return energized and ready and excited and pumped up and amped up. And I am an extreme introvert. So being peopling for 4 days at a time is usually a drain for me, no matter how lovely the people. I mean, my own family I have to peace out from. But I don't feel that drain in this retreat space because everything just flows. If you need to go be by yourself, you just zip doodle out and take care of that business. If you need to go for a walk, if you need to go for a run. We had people at the last retreat turn the garage into a gym, and they're like running sprints and writing on big sticky notes on the wall.
Or roller skating down the street and then coming back.
Dogs chasing them. In our retreat space, what makes it different is people get what they need because we trust people to ask for what they need. And in doing so, we create something that's very different from anything else I've ever experienced.
Yeah, totally.
So playing off of that, I think with other, I'm comparing us to other publishing groups again, but I don't think there's a sense of community. Whereas our authors are in community with each other. They have opportunities too, through the retreats, through the writing group. It's not author here, standing on their pillars. I mean, they are strong, independent pillars, but they have opportunities to come together and create together and, build on each other's energies.
Absolutely. I always loved telling the story of being on a call and one author who had not published yet had just bought like 5 copies of an author who had published in our community. And she was sharing with that newly published author. She was saying, oh yeah, every time I have a client comes in and they talk about XYZ, I think of your book and I just hand them a copy of your book. The newly published author lived in Canada, right? Chatham, Canada. This other aspiring author who hadn't published yet, she lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. There's no marketing. There's no anything that could have made that kind of where those humans could get that book. And it's that kind of stuff. Like I see it on the social media posts. It happened just the other day. Somebody got a copy and, they're in upstate New York and sharing, with that author that they got a copy of their book. And it's just this ripple effect, this butterfly effect that just keeps going on. And that really, just connects to our intention, I think, overall, is that we are building this space and this community for people to share their voice, realize their story matters, realize people want to hear what they have to say, and to have the support that they need to get those messages out there. So I'm curious, what would be something if someone is, considering working with us, what would be something you would want them to maybe know?
If the idea has been living in your head and playing around in there, knocking around in there, making it hard for you to think about other things, it's probably time to give birth to that idea. And yes. I think working with the writing coaching that you two provide helps gestate that baby. So yeah, it's time to deliver that book baby.
Love it.
I am happy to be known as a book midwife.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do think I love all of those words. And we do talk, it is the process, and it feels very much like a birthing of sorts, because we've all been there when our words are about to come out and be seen. Yep, Cindy just made the great face that mimics that, and it's the, oh, you know what? And it's this deep exhale all at the same time. So that's really, really awesome. Yeah.
Can I add a side note?
Mm-hmm.
That always reminds me of the myth of Athena springing from Zeus's head. Oh. So every time we talk about that, I think of Athena.
I love that.
That she's the goddess of both wisdom and warfare, which
there can be.
I don't know. It just feels good to me. I like it.
I think that's a good a connection and analogy to what writing can sometimes feel like. Is this battle, internal battle usually, and that's one thing we didn't touch on is part of what I think is unique about the way we work with people as a team is we coach the writer just as much as we coach their words and support their words. So I would want people to know you're not just getting help with your words, you're getting help with the full top to bottom process of what it is like to do what Melissa is saying, follow that tug, get that book, birth those ideas, get them out in a book. There's a lot of amazing transformative stuff that happens when you allow yourself to have those words come forward, put them out for others to read and experience. There's a ton that comes up, and to have support around that, as well as the actual writing and the words and the publishing and all of that, I think is just a powerful combo that I don't personally know of other entities or groups who have all of those elements kind of combined and working together.
Makes me think of two things. Fun fact, I'm also a yoga teacher and can often be heard saying, if you are currently in an epic struggle with yourself on this mat, back off, ease up a little bit. Mm-hmm. And we say the same thing to our writers. Like, if you're in this epic, tense struggle, where can you back off? Where can you give space? So that's the kind of coaching we do. Mm-hmm. And another example that comes to mind is our client who said her book was about to come out, and she said, I'll be over here behind my couch with my dog. We're here for that.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I got you behind your couch with your dog, and this book is coming out. The Dodge is out of the garage, and it's about to happen, and it's all going to be okay. And I will breathe with you and hold space for you and your dog.
Absolutely. I want to, go.
What's the name of that yoga thing? Is it Effort and Ease?
Effort and Ease, yeah.
Okay. The ease and the effort and the ease. Yes. Mm-hmm. I love those ideas.
And by the way, Cindy, yes. And Cindy is also, we offer yoga at our retreats. It is very optional. I am usually one who's like, nope, no, thank you. And sometimes I do, but she's also our nourisher too at our retreats and provides the most amazing food, which we all get to enjoy. So again, I love all of the ways Taylor makes sure that we just have all of the things that we need to support everyone. Melissa makes everything beautiful. Cindy makes us get connected, get the words out. It's just a really amazing thing. And I'm just so honored for each and every one of you. So thank you for being you and for being a part of this team. And they all entertain my crazy ideas as they show up, which I'm very, very grateful. And anyone who's in the business entrepreneurial world knows you need those kinds of people behind you. I want to wrap us up by sharing our we created this last year at our team retreat, which is our mission for Synergy Publishing Group. I think it's a fitting way to end. So our mission here at Synergy Publishing is that we envision a world where all voices are heard and all experiences are valued. We believe writing is a pathway to connecting with self and honoring our experiences. We encourage the sharing of our voices with the world because we believe it promotes community connections and collective healing. Through embodied writing experiences, Synergy Publishing Group guides and supports writers, scribblers, and storytellers on their unique journeys to leave a legacy with their words. Thank you to my team. Thank you for being here. And we can't wait to hear what you thought of this episode. It's definitely a different one. So be sure to go to all the places and leave all the comments and share. And we will catch up with you next time. Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Written Compass. If you are enjoying this content, do me a favor and go and review the podcast. This allows me to share and get these messages out to the people who really need them, who we want to read their books in the future. You can also go and share your thoughts and tag me at @ShaynaHartman_ on Instagram. Again, this is just a way for us to get connected and share the writing love. And if you know that you are ready to write your book, that message that's been burning inside of you for a long time, then I want to talk to you. My team and I want to talk to you. Head on over to ShaynaHartman.com and click Work With Us. From there, you'll see an application to explore and see if writing your book is your next best step.